There are some common questions that examiner like to ask in SBL. I noticed that these questions appear quite frequently, but I would like to disclaim that this is not a spotting of questions. This video is not for you to spot question. This video is just to share with you some of the common topics that I realize it keep on appearing in SBL exam. Right, the first topic is big data. I think SBL like big data very much, probably because big data is applicable to almost all industry and also all sectors. So that's why no matter what sector is the case study in the SBL exam, big data will still be applicable in some way. So big data most likely will be associated with questions like, for example, they are adopting a certain technology that will help them to collect some data. So they may ask you about the usage of big data in such a case, or they may have a new technology, new strategy option. It may not be technology, but it can be a strategy option that they are going for, and they would like to collect some data. So this may be associated with the questions related to big data. The second topic is integrated reporting. I noticed that SBL also like to ask about integrated reporting. Probably is because this is a new direction of reporting where it emphasizes on integrated thinking instead of isolated reporting criteria. Isolated reporting mechanism. So integrated reporting questions will be something like, what are the benefits of having integrated reporting and how are we supposed to do integrated reporting? So it will be related to the 6 capital. Right, the 6 capital and also the benefits of adopting IR. It will be more on testing you about the persuasiveness of your so-called justification, where it may test you something to do with communication skills or commercial acumen skills. And then the third questions that I noticed SBL will ask is the evaluation of strategic option. Strategic options, we have a lot of different options. It can be acquisition, it can be like growth, right? It can also be scaled down or shut down. So SBL like to test students about the idea or your opinion about a certain strategic options. It means the evaluation of strategic options. I think this question is valid and it should appear in every SBL exam. Is because SBL strategic business leader, this subject is to is to test or is to examine whether you are having the ability to think like a leader. So I think evaluation of strategic option cannot run away from becoming a leader. So I think it should be asked in SBL questions. And then the fourth area is enabling changes. It means SBL questions or the case study will introduce to you there are some changes happening in the organization, and they will ask you questions about how to enable or make the changes effective. So they may ask you some ways to implement, or they may ask you some obstacles, to identify some obstacles during the implementation of the changes. Or they may want you to communicate the changes to your employees. So these are some of the common questions. And then fifth area is risk management. And risk management, this topic, I would think is a distinct topic when it is asked in SBL questions, right? They usually will give you a risk register, which is currently, according to the new structure, if you look at the new structure where you have pre-seen material, the risk register will, most of the time, it will appear in your pre-seen material. So I think risk management topic is relatively, I would say, is easier to handle, because if risk management question is to be asked to you, usually it is referring to the risk register that is given to you. So you will easily find, cannot say easily, but you will know it is related to that particular section, right, of the information that is given to you. So it should be easier, relatively easier for you to find some points to answer these questions. And then another topic will be IT or e-business. they will ask something from that part, something to do with technology or something to do with e-business, going into a website, setting up a store online or something like this. Because I think this is the new trend. To me, if I'm the examiner, I will definitely ask one or two questions. It can be one breakdown, right? But I will definitely ask this question because I think this is a new trend. And as an ACCA students, I think it is very important for you to have this in your mindset. So if I'm the examiner, I will test you. And then another topic, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The seventh topic is board structure. They may not ask you board structure questions specifically, but they will give you the board structure. So the board structure will actually appears as information, and it will give you a lot of information, because if you look at the board structure, you will know whether they have enough entities, whether they have a chairman and the CEO, the same person or not, and all this will impact the operations of the business. So board structure will serve as a very good information, even though it may not be one of the questions in SBL, right? So board structure is a piece of information that I think if it is given to you in your pre-sin or in your exam, you should take some time to analyze the board structure to give yourself a better idea about the company. And then the eighth area is external environment. External environment, the way SBL will ask you is not that direct that they ask you to do analysis only. They may ask you to do analysis and to apply the analysis to a certain strategic option, or to apply the analysis to a certain situation. So I think that is very unique, and I really think this kind of question is very interesting, because the analysis itself actually, if you have a certain software or what, analysis can be done. But the thing is, when we want to make business decision, we got to apply the analysis to the situation that we want to know. So I think this is how SBL will ask, right, in the exam. If you would like to know what I am talking about related to this external environment, I think you have one paper that you should refer, which is Nora Toy, if I'm not mistaken, is 2023 March paper, which is all structure paper. I think that paper has very good questions, right? According to what I mentioned just now. You have something that you need to do, but you got to apply your analysis to a certain context given to you in the SBL requirement. And then last but not least, this is number 9, I suppose, right? Number 9, last but not least. And I just would like to do a disclaimer. Even though I mentioned that these are the common questions, but it doesn't mean that SBL will only ask all this. No, SBL will ask anything, any single thing that possibly happen in the business world, and any single thing that represent business problems that will need your solution. But these are the common questions that I noticed, and I find it quite interesting. That's the reason I share with you, right? So hope you also find it interesting as what I found it. Right?